But you didn't lose your hair, you shaved your head.
Well, I shaved my head so I wouldn't have the big clumps of hair falling out.
Well, you said you lost your hair, but you didn't, you shaved your head.
In the beginning, I shaved my head to where my hair was very short, yes.
And we asked you about this morning, and you put our producer on the phone with a nurse from the Christus Trinity Mother Frances Hospital in your hometown, right?
Yes.
Sharon Hodges.
Yes.
Who's a nurse there. Was she involved in your treatment?
Yes, I knew her from having visits there.
So when you had your surgery and your chemo and your radiation, she treated you?
Well, she was one of the nurses there.
And so the producer talked to her, and she told the producer that you went through cancer treatments, several months of chemo in 2012, and confirmed ovarian cancer. We asked for Sharon's work email so we can also get an email confirmation, and she wouldn't do that. She said she was worried that she would get in trouble.
I called, and they had told me I needed to sign, records release and things, so I don't know if...
Well, we had one more question for her, so we called back to that hospital and asked for Sharon Hodges.
Okay.
And they said there's no Sharon Hodges that works there. Who is Jenny?
Well, she tried to leave the house. And that's when he allegedly flew into a rage and physically attacked her, including using his teeth. Oh, yes. TMZ.
I don't know why I laughed.
Because you're ignorant.
No. The whole teeth thing made me smirk a little bit. I don't know why.
Nobody's ever bitten you?
Maybe one of my sons.
So Trey Songz was arrested yesterday for allegedly beating up a woman that he was dating. They were at a party. There were a lot of people around who witnessed this, according to the woman. He was charged with felony domestic assault. Isn't he just so dreamy? Yes. I mean, he's nice and tall. He's built like a swimmer, like he's got a swimmer's body, like not too muscular, just, yes.
So the first hour of streaming, we made $1 and lost 1 subscriber. So you guys earn 3 minutes of commercials. Ban anybody that says they have ad block.
Have you always been a communist, or did you recently become a communist?
I've always been a communist. I believe that the workers should unanimously just choose to take the means of production, and then I believe that the workers should control the means of production.
Okay. So, how would we implement that in the U.S.? Well, what would the plan be if you were to, have your way? Do you think communism is the answer in the U.S.? That's what we need to do? Why cover the face?
Give a man a mask and he'll tell you the truth. Having this mask allows us to be able to freely state our opinions without fear of censorship. Self-censorship or...
A lot of the censorship we're seeing right now is censorship on the right.
What?
Communists and socialists and Antifa, they're pretty present on social media and stuff, but the censorship is really happening to conservative voices. Look what's happening here. Milo's trying to speak, and people are coming here and saying he shouldn't. Do you think Milo should speak today? Again, censorship. So, do you think Milo should speak?
Today, David is turning to Inside Edition to make things clear.
Guys, I'm not an actor. I'm trying to be an activist.
3 days later.
It's also been great advertising for me in terms of acting, because I don't give a shit what people say about me, but they've quadrupled my Twitter following and they've done a great job of that.
But
Blair River, the so-called spokesmodel of the Heart Attack Grill, featured in a series of tongue-in-cheek commercials that have gone viral.
I'm at 570 pounds, 6'8", yeah, so.
We met Blair in January. Back then, he told us one of the perks of the job is eating free. Anyone who is over 350 pounds doesn't have to pay.
I'm big, you know what I mean? And so why not? I don't eat here every day, so why not have fun with it and go with it as long as I can?
Sadly, we now know how long that was. Blair died last week at the age of 29. His family says the cause of death was pneumonia. The CDC says as every year, 112,000 deaths can be linked to obesity.
So just to be clear, you're not going to sell or share any of the information on Facebook.
What the terms say is just, we're not going to share people's information except for with the people that they've asked for it to be shared. And
Facebook is under fire from lawmakers after reports that they did nothing to protect the information of millions of their users. This stems from revelations. The data firm Cambridge Analytica was able to access the private information of 50 million Facebook users without their permission.
We've done partial birth abortions before.
That's true. I don't really
No,
sure.
partial birth abortions have been performed before. So I mean, that's like while it's even being born.
Very dangerously and very dangerous to the.
So you consider that murder?
I don't want to get into that.
So it's a little more complicated, right? Than like.
It's very complicated, but it shouldn't be. I don't know, the choice of like old white men in Congress deciding what is right for.
Oh, that's a little racist, isn't it? Why are we judging people by their skin color?
We're not.
Just full disclosure, I don't think it matters what skin color you are. Like you can have an opinion on things.
The second thing I wanted to address in this video is the comments of me being a rich kid. I'm gonna go ahead and address you guys right now. That is not the case. Shut up! That is not the case with this channel. You know, you guys might be on the wrong channel if you're thinking that I'm a rich kid of some sort. I'm just trying to address that, guys. I've worked very hard for what I've got on my channel, and I take that with pride and joy. And the last thing is, my BMW is coming soon. However, I also just copped my mom's Benz because she's getting a second car, or I guess you could say a new car for herself. And
sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
No.
If you messaged anybody this week, would you share with us the names of the people you've messaged?
Senator, no, I would probably not choose to do that publicly here.
I think that might be what this is all about. Your right to privacy, the limits of your right to privacy, and how much you give away in modern America in the name of, quote, connecting people around the world.
I remember when I was in England, we were preparing some young English boys. They're from very... preparing them for
Come on.
Thank you. Preparing them for First Communion.